This is a timeless classic from the Iliad by Homer, Book 1. Goddess, sing me the anger of Achilles, Peleus' son, that fatal anger that brought countless sorrows on the Greeks and sent many valiant souls of warriors down to Hades, leaving their bodies as spoil for dogs and carrion birds. For thus was the will of Zeus brought to fulfillment. Sing of it from the moment when Agamemnon, Atreus' son, that king of men, parted in wrath from noble Achilles. Which of the gods set these two to quarrel? Apollo, the son of Leto, and Zeus, angered by the king, brought an evil plague on the army, so that the men were dying, for the son of Atreus had dishonored Chrysis the priest. He it was who came to the swift Achaean ships to free his daughter, bringing a wealth of ransom, carrying a golden staff adorned with the ribbons of far-striking Apollo, and called out to the Achaeans, above all to the two leaders of the armies, those sons of Atreus, Atreides, and all you bronze-greaved Achaeans, may the gods who live on Olympus grant you to sack Priam's city and sail back home in safety. But take this ransom and free my darling child. Show reverence for Zeus' son, far-striking Apollo. Then the rest of the Achaeans shouted in agreement that the priest should be respected and the fine ransom taken. But this troubled the heart of Agamemnon, son of Atreus, and he dismissed the priest harshly and dealt with him sternly. Old man, don't let me catch you loitering by the hollow ships today, and don't be back later, lest your staff and the gods' ribbons fail to protect you. Her I shall not free. Old age will claim her first, far from her own country, in Argos, my home, where she can tend the loom and share my bed. Away now, don't provoke me if you'd leave safely. So he spoke, and the old man, seized by fear, obeyed. Silently he walked the shore of the echoing sea, and when he was quite alone, the old man prayed deeply to Lord Apollo, the son of bright-haired Leto. Hear me, silver bow, protect of Chrysis, and holy Scylla, high lord Tenedos. If ever I built a shrine that pleased you, if ever I burned the fat thighs of a bull or goat for you, grant my wish. Smintheus, with your arrows make the Greeks pay for my tears. So he prayed, and Phoebus, Apollo, heard him. Down he came, in fury, from the heights of Olympus, with his bow and inlaid quiver at his back. The arrows rattled at his shoulders as the god descended like the night in anger. He sat down by the ships and fired a shaft. With the fearful twang of his silver bow, first he attacked the mules and the swift hounds, then loosed his vicious darts at the men, so the dense pyres for the dead burned endlessly. For 9 days the gods' arrows fell on the army, and on the 10th Achilles, his heart stirred by the goddess, white-armed Hera, called them to the place of assembly. She pitied the Danaans, whose death she witnessed. And when they had assembled, and the gathering was complete, Swift-footed Achilles rose and spoke. Son of Atreus, if war and plague alike are fated to defeat us Greeks, I think we shall be driven to head for home. If, that is, we can indeed escape death. But why not consult some priest, some prophet, some interpreter of dreams, since dreams too come from Zeus? One who can tell why Phoebus Apollo showed such anger to us. Because of some broken vow, perhaps, or some missed sacrifice, in hopes the god might accept succulent lambs or unmarked goats and choose to avert our ruin. He sat down again when he had spoken, and Calchas and Thestor rose to his feet. He, peerless among augurs, who knew all things past, all things to come, and all things present, who, through the gift of prophecy granted him by Phoebus Apollo, had guided the Greek fleet to Ilium. He, with virtuous intent, spoke to the gathering, saying, Achilles, God-beloved, you asked that I explain far-striking Apollo's anger? Well, I will, but take thought, and swear to me you'll be ready to defend me with strength and word, for I believe I'll anger the man who rules the Argives in his might, and whom the Achaeans obey. For a king in his anger crushes a lesser man. Even if he swallows anger for a while, he will nurse resentment till he chooses to repay. Consider then if you can keep me safe.